ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. 180. Come on now. Check 48 the mic.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Goff. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on
that catch good for only a couple. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Goff now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Going deep here for Parker. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 75 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
1st down, Ravens.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Dolphins 14, Ravens 7.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its head.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yard line.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
The 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now it's gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend. And Jackson hit, and he lost the... Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they do so in possession of the lead now, thanks to the effort of their defense. Yet again, gone. Now the ball comes loose, and I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines, a lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now first and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
The Dolphins' 8-yard line.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
On third down, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
16. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play that time for the Ravens. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his leg. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
13.
Now Goff. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 6-yard line.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Agba able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
16. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game.
23. Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. 20,
You know they pay me
10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they just...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The score, Ravens.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He's going to take another It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darius Slayton, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 36 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Extra point is
Tucker with the extra point.
Makes the score.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Dolphins 30.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, an even 90 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson being chased and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Baltimore.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Tonight's final.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild